Hello, welcome to Red Ted Art. First things first, subscribe to the channel. Now, do you recognise what this is? Some of you might have seen all our other book corners. So these are really cute little book corners that you stick on the end like this, and then when you shut the book, you've got a nice neat edge that you can find your page really quickly, but without anything sticking out that gets crinkled or bent or broken. So these are our little book corners, and guess what these are for? These are for Christmas, of course they are. A little Rudolph, a little reindeer. Now they're super easy to make as always, and we've made foxes before. I'm going to try and link them all. Foxes, minions, monsters, owls, and now we have Rudolph. What you will need is a square piece of paper. Now this is origami paper. I've been asked by a number of you what kind of paper I use. It is origami paper. This happens to be the box I get them in. It's called a 5-minute origami set. I'm going to try and add some links below this video where you can buy some from Amazon. There will be affiliate links because obviously that makes sense to have those in there. But yes, any paper goes really. I think thin paper, the thing about origami paper, it's a little bit thinner, and that's what's quite useful. And then I've also got some scraps of paper over here to do the antlers, the eyes and the nose, but and a little bit of glue to add those. Now you could also use pens, so you don't have to have the red and the black. You could just have white extra paper and colour it in, but I happen to have some paper, some coloured paper, so I thought that's okay. So to make your reindeer, you will need your square piece of paper like this. Turn it round, fold this point down here all the way up to this point up there, so you get a triangle. So this is always the beginning. Now obviously the neater you do it, the neater you'll finish, but look, I haven't done it perfectly and it doesn't matter, it still works. So triangle. Now you take this corner and bring it up to here, creating a straight line. So you bring it up. Here we go, give it a good crease, and the same with this corner, bring it up, and again give it a good crease. So you can really start to see the shape. Now open it up, fold this one, just one of them down to create a crease, like that, fold it up, and now you can turn it in the other direction, like this. Now it's time to make this sort of face shape and also those little ears. So the way I do that is I fold it in like that, fold the other side in like so. Here we go. And then you go inside and you pull, so you get that little corner back out again, and you pull it out until you see it peeping up. I've got a right angle here, okay? So I want a little ear, just a little one, peeping up. And I squeeze it flat on the inside. Here we go, did you see that? So here again, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go inside, find that point. So I've got the little point back out, here it is. And then I'm going to fold it so that I create a little straight line just there, and it peeps out. So now you've got your basic reindeer shape. Here we go. Now you want to add your little facial details. So I'm going to get a piece of white paper. This is again some scrap. For the nose, I'm going to line mine up like this and just cut it across. I've got some little nail scissors here. They've got a slight curve in them, which means that they don't actually cut straight. So it makes it a little bit trickier for straight lines. There we go, that's a good straight line, but makes it a little bit easier for round lines. Now I've got that little nose. Now I want to cut out these little eyes. Now I kind of made them a bit like a teardrop, but a circular is fine. You could actually even use googly eyes if you want. Again, you could draw it out first and then cut, you know, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Right, and just cut. So I've cut off a little piece of white paper. I'm doing it double because I want both eyes the same size. And I'm going to just freehand cut a little teardrop. Now again, like I say, don't worry if you need to use a piece of paper, a pen to mark it. It really isn't a problem. If you mark it out first and then cut it out. And if you do use a pencil first, you'll probably have a little pen mark, and then you just stick it down the opposite way around. So those are my little eyes. Now I want to get some red. Again, I'm just going to cut off a little corner from this scrap piece of red I've got. It's easier if you cut off a little corner first. I keep knocking my tripod. If I cut off a little corner first, it's just easier to handle. So I'm going to cut. It's a very dark day today, so I hope our video isn't too dark for you. It almost feels like it's getting darker as I speak to you. Those are the problem. That's the problem of the winter months, isn't it? Now, if you're not good at cutting small circles like this, I just recommend you get a red pen and use that instead. Let's see. Am I happy with that? I think that looks quite good. And now you need your antlers. So I'll get rid of my white paper and get some black paper. And again, I'm going to fold it in half. Now here's something that I have cut often. One year I made some Christmas cards and I used a picture of my son in black and white, and I put on a red nose and I cut out antlers for every single card, and we did like 100. So I'm quite good at cutting out antlers freehand. It's not an easy task, you do have to practice. So if you want to draw it out first, it really is fine. Just because I'm used to cutting antlers after having done those 100 doesn't mean everybody has to be able to do it the first time round. So I'm cutting them out freehand, but it's quite okay. Comes with practice, and I tell you, if you've done 100 Christmas cards and you've cut out 100 antlers, you will indeed be practiced. And again, I folded it over double so that they're the same size, and also it speeds it up a bit because I've only got to cut it once. So here are my little antlers. There we go. Put that there. Now I'll get my glue stick and stick on all my parts. So origami is just paper folding, no cutting. So this is kind of a bit of a hybrid between origami. Kirigami is where you cut a little bit, but here we're sticking to. So it's a paper craft rather than just a traditional origami craft. But it's a good way of introducing origami because you're learning some basic moves. And then the last thing you need to do is get a black pen for those pupils. So this one, you glue it on the inside and you just stick it in like that. Don't put too much glue because you don't want to glue this shut by accident. And do this one. Here we go. And then get your pen. Oh, sorry. Put it down, can you see? And you get your pen. This is just a biro, and add some little pupils. And there you have your very own bookmark Rudolph or reindeer. Perfect for Christmas. Now, don't forget, we've got loads more corner bookmarks designs for you to check out, loads more paper crafts, loads more Christmas crafts. So don't forget to subscribe to Red Ted Art, and hopefully see you here again soon. Bye!